Oh, yeah.
Right. Welcome everybody to the 29th running of our London to Brighton Veteran Run. I'm Alan Inglis of the Vancouver Coast branch of the Old English Car Club. I noticed that in London today, although it's dark, it was also very, very wet, so I think we'll all be thankful we've got a little bit of blue sky. Can't promise on this great weather. As most of you know, this is the same day that they commemorate in England the emancipation of the motor car. And we've got Lord Winchelsea to come and tell you something about that. And he's brought along his good lady, Lady Winchelsea. Where are you? There you are.
Okay. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, come closer and let me tell you a tale. Today we celebrate the Emancipation Run. The Emancipation Run was created on the 14th of November 1896. What was that? It was an emancipation of the motor car. Before the 14th of November 1896, the speed limit on British highways was 4 miles per hour. Excuse me, can somebody open the trunk of my car? Inside you'll find a hole.
There it is.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it.
What's the lunch?
The requirement of the British Road Act, the Locomotive Act, it was called the Locomotive Act of being on the road, and it required, at 4 miles per hour, it required a man walking in front of the car 60 yards away.
I volunteer.
He's going to volunteer to hold the flag for me.
4 miles an hour.
He's
Sorry, slow down.
60 yards ahead of me. So on the 14th of November, Lord Winchelsea and a whole bunch of other people have been lobbying the British government to increase the speed limit. The speed limit was to be repealed, and on the 14th of November 1896 it was repealed. It went from 4 miles per hour to a speed of 14 miles per hour.
So you have to run instead of walking in front.
Correct. So with this in mind, there were many different aspects to how this all came about. The pollution that we suffer today with carbon in the air and so on, is it preferable to what they used to have to deal with in the late 1800s? Horses, horse poop everywhere, tons of it. Horse urine smelling up the streets. Ladies with their long dresses who were getting their bottom of the dresses all mucked up with skirts and stuff. However, this didn't deter the London to Brighton rally, which actually changed its name from Emancipation to London to Brighton in 1927. Prior to that, it was the Emancipation Run. At midnight of the 14th of November 1896, Lord Winchelsea, with a bunch of other people, set off from London in pouring rain at midnight to go to Brighton. I want you to cast your minds back into that era. In that era, you wouldn't have had the high-paved highways that we have today. You had basically cart tracks. So you've all seen videos and what have you, films of Model Ts bouncing around in mud tracks and so on. Well, that's basically what it was like for them to do this run to Brighton. But to this very day, they still run that rally. And the newest car that is allowed on that run is 1904. So everything before 1904 is on that run. There are standy steamers, there are electric cars, yes, even electric cars. And of course, petrol-powered vehicles that will go through to Brighton. According to the information I have, I can't remember the guy's name, but there was one fella that actually managed to do the drive from London to Brighton in 3 hours. It's a 50-mile journey. Simple mathematics will tell you he was speeding. he blew the speed limit. So we've decided that the Old English Car Club has been putting this on for some 30-something years now.
29.
29 years. So I've been elected to try and give my speech as Lord Winchelsea. If I could possibly get you, my man, to come step this way, please. Thank you very much.
I don't need it.
Well, no, unfortunately, you're right. You're redundant. However, don't worry about him because we decided that we'll take him under his wing and we'll train him as a home mechanic under Joseph Lucas. So Joseph Lucas, as you all know, is the Prince of Darkness for British cars. With this gentleman helping, we may actually finally get cars that don't break down. Thank you very much.
Thank you.